Okay, so let's dive into Argentina. And of course, we should start off with a pretty picture. So, this slide, I've got these two photos are showing two different times of year in Mendoza. They're both of the Andes, but of course, the photo on the left here is in the winter, which remember, since we're in the Southern Hemisphere, the seasons are flipped. So, in October is actually early spring. And then you can see the photo on the right was taken on the March trip, and that was actually around harvest time in summer. And so, because we've had, a Mendoza trip offered at different times, Gene and Kala have been on both. I'd like to ask you guys, what do you think the pros and cons are of visiting, Mendoza either in the spring or in the late summer?
Well, I think they're both fabulous trips. I mean, the first time we went in October, and that was the picture on the left. And the Andes are just absolutely stunning. And I think the benefit from going then is that the winemakers and everybody in the winery has a little bit more time to spend with us. But then, of course, the vines, don't have anything on them. And then when we went in March, of course, that was harvest time, and so then we got to see, the grapes coming into the winery, the start of, crush and fermentation. So we really got to see a lot of action. Of course, then sometimes they don't want you to be too close. But I mean, they're both wonderful times to go. So it depends on, what you'd like to see and experience.
Yeah, Kala, do you have anything to add to
Yeah,
that?
yes, I also think that student can think how they like the weather, no? Because in March there is a lot of heat in Mendoza. Do you remember, Jean, the weather in March was very
Yeah,
hot, and in October is it's beautiful, it's perfect, warm during the day and cool during the night. So in spring you can experience that thermal amplitude. So maybe it's one more thing that you can keep in mind to choose your favorite season.